Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to discuss restitution, fines, and forfeited property. My name is Mark Blatstein, the physician founder of Physician Pre-Sentence Report Service. State courts. In state courts, it's different. When restitution or fines are imposed, they take into account your ability to pay. In federal courts, it doesn't matter. Payment is mandatory. The government, as you can read here, will can collect restitution. It's for up to 20 years from release from a halfway house. There are no exceptions when it comes to collecting restitution. State exemptions, like homestead exemptions, does not apply under federal law. And if the government has already filed a lien on your house or other properties or on whatever types of retirement income or other banks you have, it's good for beyond 20 years. If before going into sentencing, you can pay off a small amount of your money, if you don't have the funds to pay everything, but you've worked and you've put even a small amount of money away, you can't present the money or in cash or a check at court. But your attorney can tell the court that they have the money in escrow in an escrow account, and that just to let the judge or the court know that they can provide that to the clerk of the court after sentencing, that the judge will take that into account and recognize your efforts. Restitution is compensation for the victims. They do not take into account your ability to pay. Fines, though, are punishment. Forfeited property is punishment. And you may not get credit for that forfeited property on the tail end of on the restitution side, but it's up to the your attorney when you're in a plea agreement or you're negotiating that part of it to know what your restitution responsibilities are going to be after you're released from prison and halfway house, because your ability to pay, especially if you're going to spend some time in prison, is not going to be what it is now. And so your expectations need to be adjusted. And so if they're going to, your attorney can negotiate how much, either in dollars or percentage, you should be able to expect it to pay on a monthly amount. It's going to be significantly less than you can do today. It may be $100 a month, it may be $25 a month. If they see you having $100 million in your account and you owe $100 million, they just may take it. But that's why it's important to negotiate all of this into your plea. This code 18 USC 3013 A and B talks about how the court determines the manner and schedule of your payments. Dependents' resources are they solely controlled by you, or are they controlled by others? What will be this person's projected earnings? Are they educated, not educated? What are others' anticipated financial obligations? And so here's, part of that schedule, and you can click on this link and it'll take you right to it. But the statute clearly states that the government, the judge, is the only party that's authorized to make, modify that payment schedule. So it's crucial to cultivate this strong relationship with your probation officer. I was a doctor and I went into prison, I came out, and they had a certain amount of money I had to pay. I couldn't pay it. And my earning potential was not what it was when I went into prison. But I had a relationship with my probation officer, and eventually she was able to make the request to the to my judge, and they reduced the amount I owed monthly. And what I did is I stuck it into my bank's bill pay, and I put it there to be a recurring payment monthly. You also want to make sure that there on the judgment and commitment order, J&C order, that there's a no interest box. You want that checked. You don't want to have to owe interest on the amount of money that you're going to have to owe. I hope you have found this helpful. I thank you for taking the time to listen. If you need and want to engage my services, my information will be there, is there on the screen. And the next in the series of 4 YouTubes is after you're released from the Federal Bureau of Prisons. I thank you for taking the time to tune in and listen, and have a good day.